And welcome back to Simple Rockets 2. We're going to carry on with the challenges. So we achieved low orbit, only just. Now it's time to achieve medium orbit, so we've got to get to medium orbit around Jundroo at least 5,000 kilometers. Yeah, that's not too bad. And that's the periapsis, not the apogee, obviously. You must use less than 200,000 litres of fuel. So that's a little bit more than the 10,000 litres we'd actually stuck with before. Okay, let's head into the designer and put something together and try and get to at least 5,000 kilometres at the periapsis using less than 200,000 litres of fuel. Okay, so got our low orbit rocket here, which only uses 10 kilolitres. We've got 200 kilolitres at the maximum. We don't need to actually use that if we don't need to. Can't see anything wrong with the actual boost we've got. We just need more fuel, possibly more engines. So we've got for this 6,386. We've got to 300 kilometers at the apoapsis, and just over 100 kilometers at the periapsis in our low orbit build. Stage 1. Okay. Obviously this upper stage used a lot of its engine, most of its fuel actually, just getting out this side of the atmosphere, because this lower stage didn't do its job very well. So let's just see what we can actually get out of this. What can we squeeze out of this effectively? Let's get rid of these fins first. So the upper stage was using hydrolocks. Can't get better fuel than hydrolocks, that is for sure. Because the 2.2, if you can get this above the atmosphere with the first stage, we should be easily capable of achieving 5,000 kilometers. That upper stage would have done it. But all just a few percent of the fuel was used just to get it into orbit. And now low orbit attempt. Okay. We're using 14 right now. So I think for pure stability, because this is only a 10-degree gimbal, and we don't want to add any more weight to these. So I think we need to increase the girth of this tank. We're using now. It's only 43.2 thousand litres. It's not too bad. Okay. Don't want to go crazy. If we don't need to, we don't have to. 51. That's a fraction of what we can actually use. See where we are with that TWR. Probably way down. Yeah, there we go. Let's go to 100% on the scale. Okay. Still 0.36. That's all stages. Stage 1. 0.36, 3.4 maximum. So what can we actually do is, can we do something with this engine, or do we have to fit another one? Or maybe lateral boosters. We'll go to 1.19. 2.3 minute burn time, 3,888 meters per second. It's not very efficient. We might actually be able to do it with that. If we can, then all the better. Let's put these fins back on. We shall put 4 on this time. A little bit of an overlap, and we'll increase the size of them as well. We'll do the mirrored first. So radial on 4. Don't want to add too much mass. We're at 1.19. That is enough. That a modern booster isn't. I would say about 1.19 is 1.2. It's 1.1 to 1.2 at the pad with modern boosters. They go for efficiency more than anything. I think that's it. I do think that is it. So we have 3,883. Yeah, so I didn't want to add control surface because it adds mass. And it's also gone a bit weird on me. No, it hasn't. There we go. 188 seconds in ISP. 2.3 minutes worth of burn time. 1.19 at the pad. 9.73 maximum. It's not too bad. I can't see anything else. Stage 2 is exactly the same. Well, sorry, stage 3, isn't it? And that's for vacuum. 2.2 minutes, 1.86. Another 3,929 meters per second. Okay. I think we'll head out and we shall test this. Okay. So we'll velocity, lock, heading, which I forgot to do previously, and that low orbit attempt. It's a bit silly of me. So I'll go to orbit. Okay, so we don't have 200,000, so there's no danger of us actually breaking that particular rule. Got to get to 5,000 kilometers epiapsis and periapsis minimum. We're already at 412.4 meters, so obviously we're above the above sea level. Almost half a kilometer. Okay. Engine is live. 3, 2, 1. And we won't push over to gravity turn, begin the gravity turn as early as we did. We want to get this final stage engine as high as possible. Okay, we'll pitch over about now. To 45 degrees and then we'll throttle back. Mach 1.5 already. Throttle back to 60%. %, worth of fuel remaining in the first stage. Apoapsis is already at 75 kilometers, 31% first stage remaining. Okay, let's pitch over. Pitch over to 0. well above 100 kilometres now. 2.2 minutes away from the apoapsis. We could extinguish this first stage and then reignite it, but in reality, in real life, you wouldn't be able to do that. So we shall play by house rules, which is as realistic as possible. Although saying that first stage is that usually throttleable either. Okay, so throttle down. So our apoapsis is at 360.9 kilometers. Okay. Throttle is down. Engine is live. High speed is 365. Burn time is 2.2 minutes. We've got almost 4,000 delta V. Just over 2 tons in mass as well. That little kick gave us 362.6 at the apoapsis in kilometres. And we're 10 minutes away from the apoapsis. Let's push it forward a little bit. So we don't really have to worry too much about going back into Jundroo's atmosphere. So I shall warp forward. Just tap on this. So right now we've got no control. We've got no gyroscope or reaction wheels or RCS. So we are fully dependent on the engine's thrust for control. 3 minutes away. So we shouldn't need to use maximum thrust either, but we will first of all, just to gauge the power level. "20 seconds. We'll go to about 30% throttle. Go to full throttle. Okay, above that we're in orbit. Nearly 2 minutes worth of fuel still. .7. 1,000 kilometers altitude at the apoapsis. As we're going at full throttle, we aren't as efficient as we would be. 2,500. Throttle it back a little bit, need to go crazy like that. That's fine. Okay. That is that. 5,029 kilometers at the apoapsis. Also got to push the periapsis up, but it's going to take 1.72 hours to get to 5,029 kilometers. Okay, time for a significant time warp forward, I think. Okay, so we're in the map view. And for the first time, I'm going to use the maneuver node system. So we are travelling that way. Got anti-clockwise or counter-clockwise. Brings up to 5,000 watts and let it do it itself automatically while we just watch. Take a look at that in a minute. There we go. Just pull out a little bit so we can actually still see the node itself. Periapsis, lowest part of the orbit. Okay. So that's plotted. We shall lock it. And then we'll tell it craft to perform auto burn. Just like that. And that's that. Okay, so let's head back. I've still got 1.2 hours. And we know we've got plenty of fuel, so it's not going to be an issue. Where's the... oh, there we go. Easy. So with a quarter... actually, no, it's... yeah, a quarter. A quarter of the fuel we needed, less than 49.2. We could have used 200. Okay, so that's that. So that is the medium orbit challenge completed.